Hello and welcome everybody. Today we're going to have a look at the new Monsters of the Guild publication, fresh out on the DMsGuild, a brand new monster manual for all you guys to use in your adventures. Featuring there, it's a compilation of different monsters that have been put together by some of the best creators on the guild, so stay tuned and we'll have a look. Hi everybody. How's it going? So I wanted to show you a new product that's coming live on the guild as of today. It's going to be print on demand, so you can order it and actually have a physical book in your hand. You can get it as a PDF or you can get it in a bundle with both PDF and book. Now, full disclosure, I'm actually one of the creators in this book, so this is going to be quite a positive review. I'm not going to apologise for that because actually it's quite an awesome project. You might have seen a few avatars and bits and pieces around on social media, little sketch drawings with googly heads that kind of wiggle around. They're all the creators that are involved in this project. It's been put together by Glenn Cooper, Josh Parry and Phil Beckwith. The idea being that they grab some of the best creators on the guild, ask them to submit a monster to go in this monster manual for you guys to have a look at and buy and use in your games. You might have seen a couple of weeks ago there was Monsters Without Borders. That was a prelude to this release here. It featured about 20-25 of some of the best monsters in this, and it was a pay what you want title that you could download to get a taste of what was going. Anybody that did pay any money, some of the profits from that went to Médecins Sans Frontières or Doctors Without Borders, so that they could continue the good work they do. So it's kind of a charity publication. So maybe check that out, download it and chuck a little bit of money their way if you can. And this is the main thing here. It's released today, 3rd of May on the guild. I'll pop some links in the description at the end. But for now I wanted to just skim through it with you so you could get an idea of what was inside. Okay, so this is the first time I've seen it as well, so I'm quite excited. Right, so start off, covers looking fantastic. There you go, there's a big beholder there for you. So scrolling down, we've got some lovely artwork. These sketches run throughout the publication, I believe. You can see all the credits here. You've got Glenn Cooper, Josh Parry and Phil Beckwith, as I said earlier. There's tons of other people. This is all the creators on there. Okay, and all the different artists and people that went to do some work. I'll hover over that so you can see them. They deserve plenty of credit as well if you know any of them. They've done a fantastic job. Okay, so scroll down. You got your normal bits and pieces. You got your contents there. There's well over 100 monsters there, and I think the total book is about 160 odd pages. We've got a nice foreword there as well. Nice to read that. Chris Lindsay there, one of the guild masters on DMsGuild, so you can have a little read of that. These are all the different creators. The guys who did the artwork for this publication did a sketch of everybody, and they used these. They added the googly tentacles on top. There's Glenn there, look. See, and there's me down there. Okay, that's enough about me anyway. Right, carry on. So we've got the introduction, tells you a little bit about it. There we go, some nice sketch work, and we go through the monsters. I'm not going to linger on them too long because I don't want to show you everything. Well, I do want to show you everything, but I want you to obviously buy it as well. So we'll flick through the whole book, looking down at all the different bits and pieces. So you can add these into your adventures as you see fit, sticking them in there wherever you want. There's some really cool concepts all going on. Some great different things you can do, look. And it really helps when you're running games or setting up writing games to have new ideas. One of the ways in which you can write a game is to find a really cool monster that you've not had before and kind of build a story around that. I'm sure lots of you guys who are experienced have done that before. Or conversely, if you're running a standard adventure from one of the manuals, it's quite fun. Excuse me. It's quite fun to swap out some of the characters sometimes. That skeleton thing looked cool up there, look at that. Wow, that's like a giant, what's that called? That's a bone giant. Yeah, we like a bit of that. Yeah, some great pictures here. Yeah, you can swap out some of the characters. There was one in the Monsters Without Borders called the Terracotta Warriors. I really like that. I ran the Sunless Citadel a little while ago, and they were really cool, chucking them in there. You got all your stat blocks are all here, kind of in a new design. There's information about each monster, so you can sort of see where it fits in the world and that kind of thing. Oh, look at that fella there. What's he called? Chilling eyes, clothed in tattered clothes with a cruel sneer etched upon his face. The undead horror that is the Chilling Eyes was created by gods of evil and chaos. It takes delight in ruin and corruption. These irreverent creatures are bent upon leading the pure and righteous into evil and completely destroying those who do not follow their malevolent and sadistic orders. Yeah. Challenge rating 6. Like a bit of that. He's going to make an appearance, I think, somewhere in one of my games. Yeah, so you can get this as a PDF if you want it like it is, like I'm showing you now. You can also order it. I believe it's the first time the guild has ever done that. Drive Through RPG does it a little bit, I believe. But it's the first time on the guild that you can order it as print on demand. So you can actually get a physical book in your hands. I much prefer that, being an old-fashioned kind of guy. Got some dragons going on here, that ooze dragons. I'm easily distracted, sorry. Yes, you can get it printed on demand, and you can also, there's a bundle, I think, bundle deal, whereby you can get the book and the PDF all at the same price. So I'm going to give you some prices in a second. Glenn did text them across to me, so I'll find those for you. Oh, look at this chappy. What's that called? Oh, how are you going to say that then? Edo Chas, I'm going to go with. It could be anything. Like all things in D&D, you can swap it around to make it work for yourself. Eel folk, they're really cool. Look at them. Well, there's loads of different ones here as well. That always helps when there's one or two. You've got your minions and your bosses. That's always nice. All part of the process for creating these monsters. We were asked to come up with a monster, and we'd send off the information and the stat blocks and a bit of concept art we had ourselves. And Glenn and the other guys, Glenn and Josh and Phil, kind of all put it together, and they kind of made it all look uniform and brought it all together, tied it together in this book. It's really, really nice. Look at that chap. Great Cull, he's called. We'll see. Oh, challenge rating 10. Tough cookie then. You might recognise some of these as well, because a lot of these monsters are featured in the creators' adventures themselves. So one of the one of the requests was that if you had an adventure that featured a unique character that you'd made, or a unique monster that you made. Look at that. Sorry, a unique monster that you made. Submit it, and there's going to be links in here to the adventures. Here we go. Look. So it says here, Jungle Walker. This is a Jungle Walker. Created by Alex Klippinger. This creature was originally used in the legendary Coldtown entity known as Ula Thanglongth. In the title, It Walks in the Jungle at Night. So some of these monsters you're going to see in other adventures, and if you just type those in the DMsGuild search bar, those adventures will pop up, and you can sort of see where they come from. So these are kobolds. We love kobolds. Yeah, look, air cavalry. These are fantastic. All the different colours. Kobold Commando. Killer Kobolds origins. Yeah. So yeah, Tony Patrica. He did some DMsGuild publications a while ago now that feature loads of kobolds, and some of these have made it into here. Really worth looking out for. Kobold Hunting Drake. Kobold Riding Drake. I like those. Fantastic. Let me find you those prices. 1 second. Alright, okay, yep. So just spoke to Glenn. The prices are, you got $14.95. These are in dollars, so you'll have to convert them if you're in England, same as me. So you got $14.95 is the PDF, $29.95 is the print on demand for the book. For $34.95 you can have the print on demand book and the PDF. And for $19.95 you can get all this information put in a Fantasy Grounds module that you can whack straight into Fantasy Grounds, so you can lob these monsters in any games that you're playing on there. Good deals. And as I said, you've got the Monsters Without Borders features a small handful of some of these, and that's a pay what you want title, with any profits made going to Medicine Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders, Mind Flayers. So you can even do some good work as well. Look at all of these. Right, we're going to whiz down to the end. I could sit here for ages looking at all this artwork. I'm a big artwork fan, I must admit. Oh, look at these. What are they called? Nether Children. Challenge rating 1. So they could be quite pesky to new adventurers. Right, let's whiz down to the end. So as you can see, there's tons and tons and tons in here. It's a really good buy. Ooh, I love that artwork. It's like kind of old-fashioned, isn't it? Sort of going back to the day. So you got Potato Sack Man here. Some more great art. Look at that. It's fantastic. Right, let's get you down to near the bottom. Everyone's going to be going, oh look, there's the one I made. I'm sorry I can't linger on them a bit more, but this is really a skim through just so you can get an idea of how the book looks inside. Let's get down to the end because there's some Stormhound, Tempest Beast, Terracotta. Oh, these are Terracotta Warriors I was telling you about. Look at them on there. So they kind of turn to stone. They look just like a normal statue in your dungeon, and then you guys will walk past them, and you can attack your evil doll. You can attack your players. Look at that floating head. What's that called? Oh, the floater. Say no more. The hood. Tomb Spider. We're in the T, so we're getting near the end now. It's a monstrous book full of monsters, this one. Oh wow, look at that. It's a big T-Rex. What's he called? Tyrannosaurus chameleondi. There he is. Sticky tongue. Whizzing down. Giant rat. Werebear. Werefox. Almost at the bottom. There we go. So you've got an appendix A at the bottom. This has got all your monsters put in a challenge order, so you can find them quickly. Something that can slot into your game if you need it. You've got an appendix B. These are monsters by environment. So this, you might recognise this from the DMG. They do that kind of thing. So you can find these all easily and stick them in your right environment. Urban monsters. What have we got here? Monsters by type. So aberrations, dragons, beasts, elemental, celestial, fey, construct, fiend. They're all in there. Giant, ooze, human. So you've got all kinds of variety in here, which is really cool. And there you go. There's the back cover. Okay, so thanks for looking at that quick skim through. Hope you guys go on DMsGuild and check it out. Download yourself a copy or order yourself a printed copy. Check out the Monsters Without Borders as well, and keep an eye out for more of this. I know everyone that was involved in it has really enjoyed the project. Big thanks to Glenn for letting us all be part of it, and Phil and Josh as well. You guys have worked extremely hard. I can only imagine kind of some of the stuff you had to go through to put all this together, but we all really appreciate it as creators, and hopefully these will feature in games to come. So thanks for having a look, guys, and check it out. Ta-da, see you later.